Hey guys, it's Rick here with Gateway Airguns, AirgunWeb, and we're on Let's Talk Airguns. We have Keith Higginbotham here. He is the CEO, big kahuna, head guy in charge, the person where the buck stops with this guy for all things iconic, right?
Exactly.
Is that right? Now,
Iconic outdoor.
I cannot say Gammo Daisy anymore. I say
Nope.
iconic because you guys are now the largest airgun entity in the States.
Yes, we have to be. We've got the best brands in the world, largest entity in the States. So yeah, you know, we completed the Crossman acquisition, May of last year?
Yeah, I remember
Moved it to Rogers. So Rogers, I think, in theory, is now the airgun capital of the world.
Well, it already was pretty big, and now it definitely is. I mean, we were talking a little bit before we got started here that I've known you for a while, maybe 10 years.
At least.
Plus or minus. You took over the stuff in, what, you said 2017 you became the CEO?
Global CEO in 17, yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's almost 10 years, dude.
I mean, I still look like I'm 29.
It's amazing what this job has not done to your looks at all. I mean, he used to have a full head of hair. You should have seen that fro. It was amazing. Yeah. Anyway, in all seriousness, what has this journey been like for you? I mean, you started with Gammo, then you had the Gammo Daisy, and now you've got all of this. I mean, what has this been like for you?
You know, it's one of those things. Have you ever had stuff like even with your business where you don't really realize what you've done until you look back?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, we've been doing so many things for so long that you don't think about it. You look back and we've closed down 2 facilities, had to consolidate 3 facilities, bought 2 major brands, have a global infrastructure, done a manufacturing. I mean, so, you know, it's been busy.
It's been very busy.
Never a dull moment, which is, you know, that's better than the alternative. But
True. So what has been like over the last year? So you took Crossman over, and there was a transition. There's still transitioning going on. I mean, it's not like there's still things happening.
Correct.
But what has been like the big moment for you in this transition that's sort of like been the thing? Was there any like one event that was like the pinnacle of the transition?
I can't say in the transition. I will say, you know, for years we have, you know, both the companies were owned private equity, and we've talked about acquiring Crossman. Crossman talked about acquiring us. For a long time, I wasn't sure it made a lot of sense because I thought we were a lot of duplicative.
Yeah.
We actually complement each other a lot better.
Right.
So I think the aha moment for me is once we actually decided to actually try to make that happen, and I started really looking at their assortment, their product, and their expertise, it really matched well with what we did. So that was more the...
Yeah, that was it. I got you. So we talked about that a little bit earlier. I forgot who I was talking with. It might have been Kevin from Crossman. We were talking about how the lines actually were very complementary because there's gaps in both product lines, and they just decided they kind of did this number.
Yes.
I mean, there is some, you know, some duplicative stuff, but really, Gammo continues to push forward brake barrel technology.
Multi-shot. Yeah.
They have, and just the quality, durability, accuracy, performance. There's a lot of companies that sort of just brake barrels are like an afterthought. Right? And you always tease me. We kid each other. He's like, we're a brake barrel company. We're not anymore. This is great. Fun for me now. But when it was just Gammo, I mean, you guys really focused on that because it made sense. It was very consumer friendly, provided great accuracy, great power, great performance at a great price point. So it makes sense that you would continue pushing that technology forward. And other companies, Crossman, Benjamin, kind of let that slide, and they went more PCP, which you guys really weren't. I mean, you had your PCP.
Right, and more international than the U.S. Right. Yes, that's correct.
But now, with everything coming together, you've got like the best of both. So you've got that advancing technology and performance, accuracy, and all that stuff, price point on the brake barrel side, which is awesome. And you've also got now that really affordable sort of blue-collar PCP airgun opportunity over here, which is really, really cool. So we were talking about the complementary nature of the brands and how, you know, Crossman Benjamin has that sort of blue-collar, affordable, practical in the PCP. So now you've got that. Now you also have the hunting stuff, too.
Exactly. We got the airbow. We got a lot of stuff. So you know, the thing that I'm excited about is, like you said, Crossman had their expertise. They did a lot of stuff. It complements well with Daisy Gammo, what we did. And now, you know, I would say for us in the airgun world, we're finally giving people a reason to go out and buy something because it's new technology.
It is.
Right? It's not just like five feet per second faster,
Right,
or
right,
whatever,
right.
So we actually have technology that makes a difference.
Right, no, absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know. They still don't know about the air guns have changed, right? They've changed a lot in the last 5 years, especially. So
we have, and you take like one of the things I remember when you came out to visit way back in the day, and
it wasn't hot that day at all.
No, not at all. It was actually mild, and it was like barely 110. But my AC had gone out in my truck. It was fun. But we were shooting the Bulldog, and it's ugly. And I tell people, I tell this to myself too, my wife reminds me, says, if you're shooting it, you ain't looking at it. But still, that Bulldog was ugly. And you said, well, at least they have a big bore. I remember that, right? But now you got that big bore.
Yes, we did.
And I was talking to Tony. He took his first deer ever, and he took his first deer with a 4.57 Bulldog. And that's what you can do with air guns these days.
That's right.
You can hunt hog, you can hunt deer, you can hunt prairie dog, you can do all kinds of things with air guns, and you have it from the Daisy Red Ryder clear up to...
We can take you from birth to death.
Yeah, absolutely.
And anything in between if you want to do air gunning.
And here we have what the kids are shooting here.
Right.
It's all precision stuff.
The competition.
So you have everything from recreational plinking to precision to recreational hunting and like big game hunting.
Yes.
It's incredible the breadth that everything has come together. Now, that's got to have been like pretty cool for you to sit back and watch, kind of like what you were saying. Have you done so much? And you kind of look back and say, holy mac, look what's happened.
Yeah, I will say our team globally, this category, I've been in a lot of different industries. This category is over 200 years old. So it's not like it's new technology, right? It's air.
Yeah.
But our teams globally have done such a good job keeping us on the front edge of innovation. We got stuff I'd love to tell you, but I'd have to shoot you right here on live TV.
I know you've said that.
I don't want to do that.
Right, I got you.
But we continue. That's what I'm excited about for our company is we're not going to be a me too. We're going to keep driving this category and innovating the category and making the shooting sport a joy for people to experience.
Well, that's cool to hear because I will tell you, as a third party looking in, I've watched brands get acquired. And they get acquired, and often they get acquired, and then they get milked for everything they're worth, and then they just get acquired again. And it's deterioration upon deterioration until it's not worth anything. Gammo I've never really seen Gammo just sit back on their laurels. They came out with the Swarm, then they improved it, then they improved it, then they improved it. Mm-hmm. And if that type of mindset is brought to the rest of everything, well, that's going to be really cool. It's good for us out there, guys, shooting, because there's going to be that next thing that's better than the previous thing.
Well, we tell the team inside, right? So I look at it. I'm a big sports guy. We can win a championship, but if you don't try to improve, you're not going to win another one. Right? You can't ever be satisfied. Like people, as a CEO, I'm never happy. I'm happy, but I'm never satisfied.
I got you.
If I get satisfied, we're finished.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but if we get satisfied at where we are as a company, we're not going to.
Yeah, you don't have that incentive. You don't have that drive to keep pushing forward.
It's kind of like the old adage: you go to the wall, where every step gets harder and shorter, but you got to keep going, right?
Right.
That's our mission, and so far the global team has embraced it, and I'm excited.
That's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you got coming out. I know, and I can't say anything either, or he'll kill me. I know you got some cool stuff coming down the pipe because I remember seeing stuff a couple years ago. Looked pretty cool. Still in development. Can't talk about it, but it's pretty cool. And I can only imagine what you got up your sleeve now.
I got a few things.
I am very curious to see how you develop the Benjamin line, because I have a soft spot in my heart for Benjamin.
Everybody does. That's what we grew up with.
I had the well, there's the Benjamin Sheridan, right? And then I had the Benjamin Discovery, which was like my first PCP. You bought it; it was all in the box. It was good to go. And then the Benjamin Marauder. And I just acquired today. Thank you, by the way. I acquired today Benjamin Armada semi-auto. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was nice of you, by the way. So we got a review coming up of that shortly. I'm going to be down with Airgun Angie. We're going to be taking a look at that gun. But, you have things that are near and dear to a lot of people.
Yes.
And so to hear that they're going to be able to keep seeing that, and it's not just going to be the same old, but we're going to see new stuff, I mean, that's like a sigh of relief, frankly, for a lot of folks.
We honestly
that
think
love the
these brands all have a place, right? That was the other thing that was exciting when we started looking at the consumer for the brands. There's always some crossover, like with price points and features, but the Benjamin consumer is a specific consumer,
They are.
right? Different than the BSA airgun consumer. Right. So our intention is to keep all the brands relevant and to try to innovate within each brand, right? Obviously, that's not easy. Like I said, it's a 200-year-old category, but if it was easy, they wouldn't need us.
Yeah, right. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm personally excited because now with Crossman and Benjamin in it, I'm able to go back to working with a bunch of products I grew up with.
Yeah.
And that makes me super happy. So I'm excited personally for the channel and what we're able to bring, because it just opened up a whole new array of really cool products. And I've got a bunch of stuff sitting back at the shop. We've done a little bit with, we're gonna do more with, like that new M1. Have you shot the new M1 full auto?
I have.
Man, that is so
fun
cool.
gun.
Oh, and I love the fact that it's got the reservoir and you don't have to manually load the stinking BBs and all that.
If it just had the clip that would ping out like an old M1, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I got you. But it's pretty darn slick right out of the gate.
Yeah, it is. No, it's fun to shoot.
Yeah, and that
full
kind
auto,
of stuff.
Semi-auto, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Yeah.
As far as the event goes, now you've been hosting this since you've been doing it.
Correct. 2016.
So what's your? I mean, when you wrap your head around, this keeps growing and growing and growing, and now we have 500 plus, 72 teams, 17 states. We have a massive auditorium here full of people that are literally besides themselves having fun. What's that? I mean, what's that like for you to be like watching that?
You know, the thing for me is like, you don't realize it when you're young. And if I fly on a plane with a Daisy logo, I'll have 5,000 stories about their first Daisy and their Red Ryder.
Right.
This is it in the epitome, right?
Yeah,
so what I love about this, what I love most about the shooting sports, I feel like, especially in the U.S., athletics are so stereotyped.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't, you have to be an athlete to do this, but you don't have to be 6'1". You don't have to be 5'3". You don't have to be, you know, you can be a little bit on the on the chunky side or the skinny side. It doesn't matter, but it takes focus, it takes discipline, it takes concentration, it takes all the effort that it takes in any other sport. But I think that carries over to life.
It does.
I mean, to me, it's like the first tee kind of deal, right? In shooting.
Yeah.
But to watch these kids and to watch their commitment to it and to see excitement. I mean, you saw last night, I mean, 3,000 people in there cheering for, I mean, it's a BB gun competition. I think it's awesome. I just wish we had more states.
Yeah.
You know, that we have 17 states represented. I'd love to have a team from all 50 states. That would be incredible. I
was talking to your team about thinking of that very subject. Can you imagine if we had all 50 states, we'd have to split the opening ceremony into 2 days.
Yeah, we'd have to have that's right.
It would be because you should see it. I mean, you can actually go watch the opening ceremony. They're going to be publishing on the YouTube channel. But you could, I mean, every team got up and got their name spoken. Every team got to show off their costume. Every team got to represent. And they're here.
I mean, but that's for these kids, right? They made it. Like I said last night, whether you win, lose, or draw here, you made it.
Yeah, because you had to qualify.
That's right. You don't just walk in the door. That's right. This is the best of the best of, I mean, so whether it's your first year or your 5th year.
Yeah.
And what I love, too, is, I mean, it's boys and girls. And the girls, quite frankly, are
outshoot the boys.
Usually a lot better than the boys.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you look at the champions, and there's a lot of girls. Know how to plumb shoot.
That's right.
I like some of the signs on the cars, like, I'll show you how to shoot like a girl.
That's right. Exactly.
It's really cool. It is a, if you're in the area and care to come down, I mean, this is something that you really need to see it to really understand it, because you don't get it. I can't convey here. No. Really, you can't. Now, we will be live at the Barter Bar night.
Oh,
that is going to be interesting. I have no idea how that's going to work, but we're going to try it, because that's something, again, you have to see that. And I've been telling them, like, if you can get something out of Keith, if you can get over there and get him to trade out something, you have accomplished. You're a negotiating son of a gun, this guy right here. He does not give it up easy.
That's not really the truth, right? What I tell everybody is I need something unique, right? Yeah, I'll bring the same thing. You want the best thing on my table? Bring me something unique. I don't want the same thing everybody has. So sometimes you have to send them. Yeah. But that's it's a work ethic.
It is. It
right?
is.
It's just like shooting. We're developing that skill of work. If it ain't easy,
there
right?
you go.
Nothing comes easy.
So we've had
even at Barter Bar.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy. Everybody that we've had sit at the table, I've asked them, you know, if they could say anything to Daisy, and overwhelmingly they all say thank you. So that's what I want to say. I want to say thank you. You have us out here. Yeah, you are a sponsor. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
And Ruth Chris' appointment is I think, tomorrow night. So I will say thank you
I've
again.
already called ahead.
Yeah, thanks.
You
got the reservation?
I've given them your limit.
Okay, right. No problem. But in all seriousness, I want to say thank you. I know Sue and I, we look forward to this. This is something we like doing every year. It's a big deal for us. We enjoy doing it. This whole setup this year has been awesome. So thank you for letting us do this. And yeah, thank you for just keeping this going, because in this climate, it'd be really easy to just kind of pull the plug.
Yeah, but this is important, right? This is the future of our shooting sports industry. We know that, and we're not going to stop. As long as I'm at the helm of this thing, we'll never stop.
Well,
because this is the top of the funnel. Yeah. I mean, these are the kids that are going to have my job in 20 years. They're going to continue this shooting sports, right? Yeah. And you have to teach them. Got to keep it going. And the thing that frustrates you, you see it. If other people that are unsure about guns could come here and watch, if you teach somebody the right way to handle a gun, you never have a problem.
Right.
You watch these kids; they respect it. They respect what it does. They respect the sport, but they have fun doing it. Right? Yeah. I mean, so. We appreciate you. I mean, I give you a hard time. You guys have been great. You're a great partner. So thanks for being here.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for making time. I've had to push him off like 4 or 5 times today. He come over and we're busy, but he made time. He's patient with me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And glad having you. We're going to wrap up. We're going to get some more guys over here. Maybe we can get somebody who can talk about shooting programs.
We can definitely do that.
We'll see if we can find somebody. Today this afternoon, we'll be talking to some Crossman folks, Daisy folks. Tomorrow, we'll be back again. We'll be talking to hopefully get some coaches over here. But we are here, Daisy Nationals, 58th Daisy Nationals. My name's Rick with Gateway Airguns, AirgunWeb for Let's Talk Airguns. Thanks for watching.